So, welcome back to another video on this channel. Now, Willian has just been confirmed to be joining Arsenal on a free transfer, a 3-year contract. And yeah, I'm going to give you an unbiased Chelsea fan's view on my opinions on this transfer going through, because I know there's a lot of uncertainty between the Chelsea and Arsenal fan bases over who the winner of this deal is and, of course, who is the loser. And firstly, I just want to give you my opinions on Willian as a player at Chelsea. And I think over the years, he's been a very, very good servant for us. I think he's a very skillful player when he wants to be, and arguably unplayable on his day, if I'm being honest. And also not the fact as well that he has a good work rate on him as well. But if I'm being completely honest, a lot of Chelsea fans, and maybe fans in general, will agree with me in saying this, that Willian never really hit the peak on a consistent basis at Chelsea. Like, yeah, on his day, he was a very, very good player, but I don't think he ever really hit the heights on a consistent basis, really. And I think the majority of Chelsea fans are disappointed to see Willian go to Arsenal of all clubs, because of course they are our London rivals. And don't get me wrong, I do think that it slightly does strengthen Arsenal, because I think Willian will fit in very well in Arsenal's attack. I think Mikel Arteta will be very much looking to get him alongside Aubameyang and Nicolas Pepe, and maybe even Lacazette if he stays. So yeah, I think he's a decent short-term signing for Arsenal. Obviously, of course, he's 32 years of age, so he's not going to have much left in the tank, but I still think he has quite a lot to offer at a Premier League level, and I think he'll be a decent signing overall for Arsenal, especially on a free transfer. But on the other hand, I just want to make it clear to Arsenal fans, this is not a massive miss for Chelsea by any stretch of imagination, because although Willian is a very good player, let's be quite honest here, he was not going to start for Chelsea next season on a consistent basis. Like, yeah, he's a decent player and he'd be a very, very good squad player for us to have, but with the likes of Hakim Ziyech coming in, you know, Callum Hudson-Odoi looking like he's going to hit his peak again next season, hopefully, and then also Christian Pulisic coming to his own and showing that he could potentially be a world-class player, and then, you know, you have Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, some, you know, other players that can play in those wing positions as well. I think Willian was going to be a player that, you know, played in the European competitions every now and then, maybe started a few league games every now and then, like maybe 5 league games, also played consistently in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Like, he wasn't really going to be a key player like he normally is for us, and that's why I think that Arsenal fans are getting completely sidetracked, really. You know, it's actually embarrassing to think that they think that they're taking one of our best and most important players. I mean, that's just not the case whatsoever. And look, I don't want to go on and say that, you know, Arsenal is a retirement home for Chelsea players, because again, that's not really the case either. But Arsenal fans, you cannot deny that simply we take the better players off you than you take off us. I mean, we've taken Ashley Cole off you, and yeah, he was part of the Invincible season, and he did win a few trophies at Arsenal, but he won a lot more trophies at Chelsea than he did at Arsenal. I know he spent a lot more time at Chelsea, but of course he did win that Champions League, which evaded him at Arsenal. Also Olivier Giroud as well. I know he's not everyone's favourite, but he still has come in and done a very good job for Chelsea over the years. And in return, Chelsea have got like William Gallas, who, well, yeah, sure was a decent signing for a few years, but nothing really special. Petr Cech, who was really past his prime. We only got rid of him because Thibaut Courtois came in and done very well for us in this first season. And then of course David Luiz, say no more. I mean, he's a decent defender on his day, but he is very, very error prone. And you saw last season the amount of mistakes he's made. The most penalties, I think, given away by a single player in a single season, so that just tells you everything you need to know. But yeah, overall, I think the point I'm trying to really make in this video is that Willian has been a great servant for us and a decent player over the years, but he's not a magnificent miss for us. And yeah, I think he'll be a decent signing for Arsenal, but don't go on like, you know, you're taking one of our best players, because that's literally not the case by any means. And yeah, just to conclude as well, I'm just going to say, like, Willian would have stayed for us if we'd offered him the contract he wanted. He wanted a 3-year contract at Chelsea, which I'm sorry, just isn't going to happen. I mean, the fact that we didn't give Frank Lampard, John Terry, you know, icons of this football club, we didn't give them more than 2-year contracts at the club. So what makes you think that Willian deserves one more than John Terry, Frank Lampard, even Didier Drogba? And yeah, the only real reason he's gone to Arsenal is because they offered him the demands he wanted. You know, they've given him a 3-year contract. I think he's on like 120 grand a week plus at Arsenal as well. And yeah, I think that's all my opinions on Willian's move to Arsenal out there now. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like on the video. It'd be very much appreciated. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because we're very close to 300 subscribers. I want to hit that before the new Premier League start. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.